You were taught that our solar system has 8 planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth,
but our history is filled with moments where we were proven wrong.
We once thought the solar system ended at Saturn.
We predicted Neptune's existence based on Uranus's wobbly orbit before we ever laid eyes on it. We found Pluto, called it a planet, and then demoted it.
The story of our solar system has never been static. And right now, we are on the verge of the big...
Because the evidence is mounting. Our family portrait is incomplete. Hiding in the extreme, frozen darkness. A giant ghost, silently shaping the destiny of our entire system.
This isn't just a wild guess. It's not wishful thinking. This is a scientific detective story that began with a crime scene.
The crime scene is the Kuiper Belt, a vast, frozen wasteland of icy debris beyond...
Wrong. They were studying a handful of the most distant objects ever found. These trans-Neptunian objects, or TNOs.
They were studying a handful of the most distant objects ever found. These trans-Neptunian objects, or TNOs.
These aren't just random comets. They are minor planets, small worlds on vast orbits. And they were behaving strangely. Very strangely. Imagine a giant cosmic playground with a dozen different swings. If you left them alone, you'd expect them to be scattered randomly.
But what Brown and Badigan found was that 6 of these most distant objects were all clustered together.
Their orbits were all tilted at a similar angle, about 30 degrees downward compared to the rest of the solar system. And even stranger, their perihelia, their closest point to the sun, all pointed in the same general direction. This defies probability. It's not just that the swings are moving in the same direction, it's that they are all...
This brings us to the prime suspect, Planet 9. The evidence doesn't just suggest it exists.
First, its mass. It's not a small, icy dwarf like Pluto. It is a giant.
Estimated to be 5 to 10 times the mass of our own planet.
This is fascinating because super-Earths are the most common type of planet we find in other star systems.
Planet 9 could be our missing link.
And so vast that a single year for Planet 9 would last between 10,000 and 20,000 of our Earth years.
The leading theory is that Planet 9 was not formed out there. It was born in the inner solar system, alongside Jupiter.
In the chaotic, early days, it was the 5th giant core.
But in a violent gravitational battle, it got too close to Jupiter or Saturn and was kicked out, flung into the outer darkness like a rogue planet.
It is a lost, orphan member of our original family.
So, if it's so big, if it's 5 to 10 times the mass of Earth, why can't we just see it?
The answer is distance and a game of cosmic hide and seek.
At that staggering distance, it receives almost no sunlight. It is incredibly cold.
It doesn't glow. It only faintly reflects the distant sun.
It is unimaginably dim.
As one astronomer put it, searching for Planet 9 is like trying to spot a single black-painted coin on the surface of the moon, using a cheap pair of binoculars on a cloudy night.
And moving the slowest. We might just be looking at the worst possible time. The sky is huge.
But the hunt is on. Giant telescopes, like the powerful Subaru telescope in Hawaii, are currently scanning the heavens. Scientists are painstakingly mapping the dark, night after night, comparing images, looking for one single
faint dot that has moved.
This next-generation telescope will survey the entire visible sky every few nights, and it may be the key that finally cracks the case.
But what if the suspect isn't what we think it is?
A new, wilder, and even more exciting theory has emerged. What if the object with 5 to 10 Earth masses isn't a planet? What if, hiding in the dark, is a primordial black hole? A tiny, ancient black hole.
An object, perhaps the size of a grapefruit, but with the mass of a planet.
It would be completely, truly invisible. It would emit no light, reflect no light.
But it would have the exact same gravitational effect on those distant TNOs. It would fit the evidence perfectly. Finding a lost planet would be revolutionary.
But finding a primordial black hole in our own backyard? That would change physics forever.
The cold darkness of our own solar system. The evidence is undeniable, written in the skewed orbits of frozen worlds.
Whether it is a long-lost planet, a captured rogue from another star, or a tiny black hole from the dawn of time,
Its discovery will change everything.
it won't just add a new member to our family. It will force us to rewrite the history of our own formation.
The solar system, it seems, is still full of ghosts.
The clues are set.
The detectives are at work, and the hunt for Planet 9 is on.